Hello, today I'm going to give a more detailed explanation of the projection screen. So we're going to go to the projections for our project, Central Park. Let me pick our project first. And let me click on the projections tab. All right, so we have two things to see here. Up top is a filter, and down low is all of the projections made until you start using the filter. The filter is for when the projections were made. So you're filtering by this column, not this column. But before we get to the filter, let's add some projections. So I will click on the Add button, and only scopes that have been contracted will be listed. So let's pick a simple one. So let's pick FETC. We got 500, so let's make a projection that it'll get invoiced next month. We'll make it for 500. Screen refreshes. Our projection is now here. Now, so like I mentioned before, this filter filters out the projections based on this column. So if I wanted to see all the projections made for the scope Bambi in July, it should return only 3 projections. So if I go to July of this year and select Bambi and click filter, there's our 3 projections. If I change this to FETC, none should come up because there was no projections made for FETC in July. But if I change this to October, the projection I just made should come up as it did, and with the invoice month of November. So again, this filter is for when the projections were made, and when you, I forgot to mention, you notice one thing. When you're adding a projection, you're projecting when you will be invoicing. There's one thing that's noticeably missing on purpose. The month and year the projection was made. The application knows what month and year it is, so it automatically figures that out. So you cannot add projections for the previous month or the following month because that's how the application works. So if you make a projection in the last day of October, that projection's for the last day of October, or it's for October. If you make projections in November 3rd, it automatically knows that those projections are for the month of November. So that's just something to keep in mind. You can only make projections for in the current month. They will only be listed here for the month, whenever the projections were made. So let me refresh that again so you guys can see. So these were the projections made in October. I cannot, today is October 10th of 2021, I cannot create projections made for September because the application does not allow it. So just keep that in mind. And that's all for the projection screens. Thanks.